Okay, so drum roll, please, for the next. Hopefully, that isn't too annoying on the microphone. To the next winner. So the next winner, the male winner of Anti-Natalist of the Year, is Nimrod. So I will hand over to Tejas for this. Obviously, some people might have noticed that we didn't mention Nimrod in the activism section. They maybe thought that we had a massive, blanking on all of his work, but no, we wanted to save it for this section. So I'll hand over to you, Tejas. I'll move on to his things.
Yeah. So there was a lot of competition for in the men's category for anti-natalism, by the way. And Lawrence was one of the leading competitors there, but he was barred from entering this because he's
We
here.
couldn't enter, our own competition.
So then we have, of course, not so then, but we have Nimrod. He's like a perpetual anti-natalist activist, I think. He was also on Exploring Anti-Natalism podcast number 89, and that was like 3 hour long interview. So almost like Joe Rogan and Donald Trump, really. So, but yeah, he's done like so many tours this time. This was an innovative idea, Nimrod's first of its kind ever I've seen in anti-natalism at least. And the 3 tours he did, one was European tour. It's like a mega tour of 34 cities. He visited one city at a time, once every 1.5 days. I think it was a 44-day long tour. And then after that, as if that was not enough, he did another mini tour of some European cities, which ended in London. And then I think you personally met him there. That's the poster there, London Anti-Natalist Weekend. And then he had a German tour, which was, I think, 16 cities just within Germany. And all of this, I think, is documented in his YouTube videos, on his Facebook pages, I think on his Instagram as well. And that journey, I was observing that journey as many of us were doing, especially because Nimrod is doing this innovative thing. And also, I wanted to keep updates for antinatalism this week. And along with that, while we were doing that, we were seeing his hurdles. It was not an easy thing. Like he went from city to city and just did it. He had to find accommodation, he had to find people, he had to find contacts. The languages are different, 20, 34 cities in Europe, everybody speaks different language. He comes from a completely different country, non-European country. He comes from Israel, which is even especially given the situation Israelis, it's commendable that he's doing this. And then on top of all of this, I think he broke his laptop, he dropped his coffee on his laptop, and he lost some content while he was on the tour. So despite all of these hurdles, he has plowed his way through and done all of this, which is fantastic. And that's why we thought he's the anti-natalist of the year in the men's category. And I think he has not he has not given up. I mean, he's not done. He's still doing outreaches in Israel in Hebrew. I think the videos are in Hebrew language now. He's also the creator of Dont-Procreate.org.
Let me go to the next.
Oh yeah, that's the next slide. So we talked about podcasts, outreaches in Israel, and Dont-Procreate.org. And on that website, one peculiar thing, the way he has done the sections, one is anti-natalist arguments, another is pro-natalist excuses, not pro-natalist arguments. So innovative thing. But yeah, that's all. Congratulations to Nimrod if he's watching.
Yeah, and I just want to say congratulations to Nimrod as well. I've met him twice or 3 times. No, I think twice now. And he's a great guy, lovely guy in person. Very very intelligent, but also just a great guy. He's very deserving. He's put in a lot of effort, and he's an all-round legend. So again, I'll be sending this to him, and finding out where he wants his £20 donated as well. But massive congratulations to both Jansu and Nimrod. Well done. Amazing work. And yes.
Hey Tejas, hey Lawrence. Ironically, I got the news that he chose me as the male anti-natalist of the year while having a vegan dinner, with the very people who are responsible for my existence and my vegan and anti-natalist sister. This is, by the way, the reason that, Lawrence, I guess this is the first time you see me without an anti-natalist t-shirt, although I couldn't resist and just casually hanged a few in my room, as you do. So I'm accepting this award that I have just randomly made with honor and respect and humility. And well, obviously, this is mainly due to the anti-Natalism activism tours that I've done in Europe, and therefore I'm receiving this on behalf of everyone who have participated in the tours or contributed to the tours in all kinds of ways, from coming to the outreach events themselves, giving advice, hosting me, helping me in all kinds of ways, advertising tours before, during, and after, donating money to the tour. It was very pricey, so many people have helped in all kinds of ways, and I want to read the names of everyone who have participated. No, I'm just kidding. But the thing is, it's a lot of people, and that's really, really great. And I thank everyone who have participated in any way. And I really hope to see you all when you come to Tel Aviv, because there is no way I'm doing this shit again in 2024. 2025, maybe? It's getting a little hot here. Regarding the charity I want to donate the prize to, which is, by the way, a brilliant idea. Thank you for doing that. Well, my first intuition was a horses and donkeys a shelter in Israel, because at least horses is something that I'm very much involved in the past year, besides antinatalism, and it's very relevant in my view, because we are all here and we are all anti-natalist and anti-natalist activists, because we want to reduce suffering in the world, so it's very much relevant. But I decided to nevertheless go with an anti-natalism organization, and the one I picked is Stop Having Kids. And probably the main reason is that after watching, I've already decided that I want to be involved with anti-natalism activism here in Israel, but I had many hesitations for very obvious reasons, and particularly because Israel is a very pro-natalist country, and even before the war, it was highly involved in a very politically complicated situation. But I decided that I started to read and write materials for a website, but I had many hesitations before going to the streets, taking to the streets, so to speak. And after watching the responses and the videos of the outreach events of Stop Having Kids in the US, it gave me the push that I needed to just go out and start. So obviously, it's an important contribution in itself, and for me, it's kind of a symbolic gesture. So I'm choosing Stop Having Kids. So many thanks, Tejas and Lawrence, for all the support and the huge contribution by both of you all along the way. And Lawrence, the time we spent in Vienna and London was undoubtedly of the best parts of the tours. So thank you both for everything and for this award. Thank you very much.